So, long-awaited third album out today. How does it compare to the last two?
It's better than both combined.
There was some kind of, I don't know, hesitancy about the second one. You kind of got a couple of regrets there that maybe you rushed into it a bit soon.
I think if there had been a bit of hesitancy, then we wouldn't have rushed into it so much. So because we just knocked it out pretty quickly, and that's what it does at the time.
So the album's called Tonight. Generally, are you nocturnal people or daytime people in the Franz camp?
I think when we're working as a band, we're generally nocturnal. When we got the band together, we all had things to do in the daytime, so everything was at night. Yeah,
We're both really. We don't sleep at all.
Yeah, I haven't slept for 10 days. Slept would be too long.
What's the longest you've ever been without sleep?
Probably
3 days, I think.
3 days. Really?
Something like that, yeah. But then
sounds about right.
Yeah, you sort of pass out for like 2 minutes. It feels like you've been asleep for 12 hours or something like that. So with little power naps along the way, probably like 3 days. But not these days. I couldn't do that. I'd be a nervous wreck.
Well, you're all grown-up, settled men now, aren't you?
More or less. Well,
I guess. Well, yeah, some more than others. But.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's a really dancey album. People are kind of saying, and they're right, I guess you're the danciest guitar band in the land, in a sense. Are you actually dancers yourselves, though? Because you made a big club album. Would you shake it up on the floor?
I try to, yeah. It's just like getting over that initial couple of minutes of feeling self-conscious, and then you just have to get over it, you know? Yeah.
Is it true that Nick used to take dance lessons?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he probably did actually. Yeah. Tango lessons. Well, he never stuck at it though.
So you wouldn't say he's necessarily the best mover in the band?
No. Well, he's not bad.
Well,
he moves a lot on stage.
He moves a certain way, I suppose. But
would you no Strictly Come Dancing possibilities?
I'd love to see him on that programme. But I very much doubt he would. I don't think he's really interested in reality television.
Well, it's one of the great things about Franz Ferdinand, though, that, like, you know, all of you sort of dip into weird bits of popular culture that people don't expect. There was Alex and his cookery kind of thing in the Guardian a little while ago. And the whole fashion thing that you sort of... It's not just a band, is it? You sort of got little cultural tentacles all over the place.
Well, we enjoy things just as much as other people.
Yeah. It is a band, but you know we like other things as well.
I like going to the cinema.
Yeah.
What was the last good film you saw?
I can't remember. I really don't. My mind just goes blank when someone asks me.
Yeah. At the cinema.
Iron Man. That was a very good film. I saw that at the cinema.
Would you ever like to have a song on a movie soundtrack?
We've had things on trailers before. But yeah, I mean,
it
depends on the film. Yeah,
apart from Hallam 4, we've never really had anything featured within a movie.
I don't know. I think so. I can't remember.
Let's talk about a couple of songs on the album. What happened to the human bones that were mentioned on Catherine Kiss Me?
They're in our studio in Glasgow.
But they never made the final mix.
Oh, they are. They were there for about 2 seconds.
The bone rattling bit, sort of after the middle eight. But
you're blinking, you'll miss it.
Yeah.
So genuine human bones were used in the recording of the album. Is it a little bit creepy, or did you get over that after a minute?
Yeah, they're just bones, aren't they? It's like it was they were selling off some stuff from a doctor's surgery, and you know, it's just, you know, we could have used like doctors, like medical instruments or bones, and we decided to go for bones because that was the sound that we were looking for.
It's not the first thing people go for when they think of percussion, though.
If they're behind you.
Yeah, if they're just lying around, we don't have that much in the way of percussion, so we just kind of use what we find, like screwdrivers and bells and bones, just an ordinary household effects like that.
That's kind of the feel of the whole album, though, wasn't it? Really using the environment around you and just bashing things. So a lot more fun to make than the last two, I guess.
I think so, yeah. And I said, not using a recording studio, definitely. I mean, the second one was half of it was recorded in Alex's house, and then the other half was in a recording studio. But we like sort of getting out of the studio and just being left to our own devices. One
thing that really surprised me is the end of What She Came For, which just sounds like Motorhead to me. It's a sound I never expected from Franz.
You can actually hear me singing Ace of Spades, sort of in the mix somewhere. I think I got left in. But yeah, it was that's us just playing all huddled around one microphone in a concrete room, just playing as hard as we possibly can.
It's very full on. It's like it's the metal side no one expected to hear from you. Are there any kind of musical genres that you might get in one day that you haven't done yet?
I don't know, like, it's like gamelan, something like that. What else? Intelligent drum and bass.
Well, there's a little bit of that kind of thing, you know. But
Oh God, I hope not. I was kidding.
What have I done? One of the big, I guess it's a problem when you're in Franz Ferdinand. People expect you to be the cleverest kind of guys in rock, and they ask you about kind of political movements and art genres from 200 years ago and stuff. Do you ever want to talk about bums and farting and just be done with it? Get lowbrow.
Well, I do subscribe to Viz, so if that counts.
Favourite Viz character?
Drunken Bakers, obviously.
Yeah.
Is it slightly overstated? Do you think people are ever kind of scared of you and think they have to be very clever around
I
you?
hope not.
I hope not, because I'm not, it's all a big, huge
I
lie.
ain't got much book smarts.
Is it just Alex being very, very clever? Does he come in sometimes and go, I've written a song, it's about this?
He comes in, I've written a book.
Do you ever tease him?
One?
Do you ever tease him for it?
No.
No, I think we should tease the clever, shouldn't we?
Yeah, maybe.
We're all clever. we're all average intelligence, but but combined we make
Like
a big
Power-
super
like
brain.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You are playing the Enemy Big Gig with The Cure.
That's right.
In February. Big fans of The Cure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And still as good as they ever were.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
They've got the Godlike Genius Award from the Enemy this year. If you were going to give it to anyone, the Godlike Genius Award, who would you give that to?
Alex?
I'd give it to. I don't. Do they have to be alive?
No.
No.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
They have to be musicians, though, don't they?
It would help.
They're probably like Mozart or something. I mean, he's probably quite good. I don't really know much about him, but I've heard that he's supposed to be good.
Two very quick tiny things. War Child. You've got a song on the new War Child Heroes album. Did Debbie Harry personally invite you to do that?
I'm not sure. I think they suggested that we do a Blondie song, and we chose Call Me. But she approved. We met her in New York. She seemed happy about it.
It was either that or a Pet Shop Boys track, and we opted for the Blondie track because we had to do a French TV show, and we just sort of knocked it together in like an hour, and it sounded pretty good. And we got to play a bit of Black Sabbath in the middle as well, at the start actually.
But a course that's dear to your hearts, I'm imagining.
Oh yeah.
Call Me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.